Hello, in today's demonstration, I am going to explore transparent color interaction with open acrylic and using a printmaking brayer. So the colors I've chosen are Indian yellow, Quinacridone Magenta, and Payne's gray. So kind of a, primary color palette. I'm going to start with the lightest color, which is the Indian yellow. But before we get started, I'm going to put some fine pencil lines on this canvas, and I'm choosing to roll my paint out on my jelly plate. If you don't have one, just enjoy the process. You could probably roll your paint out on a piece of palette paper, and you could pull prints from that. But I'm just giving you a little extra here with the jelly plate. So I'm going to put some finer lines, hoping that some of these will show up when I do my um, transparent application. Okay, so now I'm going to roll out. I'm using my jelly plate as my palette. You'll see in a minute. Okay, so I did about a quarter teaspoon. Then I'm going to roll that paint onto this canvas board. It will not go on evenly, which I actually like because it's going to create a little bit of a random structure. Some areas will be lighter, some will be darker. Okay, so I like what I'm seeing. Now I'm going to start playing with applying um, water and removing paint. So I have a damp brush and I can come in, let's say I want this area lighter. I can add water. I'm also blending. Um, so I don't really have any set compositional plan. I'm just going to see what happens here. Okay, so I put some water on there, and then I can take my shop towel and just roll across and pick up that paint. I can play with some finer lines. So painting with water, some just drop there. I kind of like that. Actually, I think I'll flick some more. Again, letting that sort of sit there and activate the paint and then pulling that up. All right, now I'm going to do the same thing over, or a similar thing over on my jelly plate. I'm going to mist it with some water. I've got this spray bottle. I can, go through with my brush here and make some marks. I'm going to roll across again with my shop towel. Ooh, that picked up a lot, maybe more than I want. Okay, so now I'm going to put a piece of paper on there and pull that paint up. And get a print. I probably should have not done the shop towel, but that's okay. It's the first layer, and it's doing a couple things here. I want to pull up the paint because I'm going to put a different color down, and I don't really want them to blend. I might even get some of the paint on my brayer off onto that print. Okay, now I'm going to my second color, which is Quinacridone Magenta. So going through the same process again, rolling this out pretty evenly, and then um, rolling this paint out on my canvas. Now things are going to disappear. I can also choose to not roll paint across the entire surface, but just in particular sections. Okay, so now same process. I'm going to add some water. Found this weird foam thing at the beach. I'm going to make this damp and see if I can stamp a circle on there. Looks like that's going to work. Okay, back to my shop towel again. So pulling up quite a bit of paint. I could also, if I don't want to roll across the whole thing, I could fold my shop towel and blot specific sections. If I want some colors to be darker, I can go on top and make those a little bit darker. Okay, that I'm not going to pull the paint up. I'm just going to let that blend right there. Okay, now I'm going to come over here and do a little work on my gel plate. I'm going to stamp with this thing I found at the beach. I'm going to flick some paint here. I mean, some water. Okay, this time I'm not going to use the shop towel. I'm just going to go directly on here and see what happens. I'm more focused on the painting on the canvas, but I want to play with the print as well. Okay, I kind of like that. Like how it kind of disperses. Now, I've still got more paint, so I could actually get another print. Okay, that's pretty cool. I can also come in and as I'm going along, manipulate paint on this print since it's open and it's got the slow drying medium. So I'm not going to complete all these, but I want you to see what's possible here. Okay, now I'm going to still want to get rid of some of this paint. And then I'm going to go to my last color, the Payne's Gray. Okay, so here's the Payne's Gray. So this one's fun because it's a bit of surprise. I don't know how the colors are going to interact. An element of chance. And if there's enough water in there, it seems to act a little bit like a resist. And not all the paint goes into some of those areas. Okay, now I'm going to come in and mush things around again with my damp brush. So mixing and blending right there on the surface. I'm getting some greens here, some purples, some areas appear a little bit on the brownish side. Now I can come into the surface and do a little bit of drawing or sgraffito. So some of the original pencil marks are showing, but not too much. So um, it's a pretty delicate line. So I can be fine with that, or in my next piece, I could use something with a little bit stronger line. Okay, so I could keep going with this, but then when it dries, I can come back and add maybe some more opaque paint, okay? But it's really fun, spontaneous way to get transparent color interaction. I'm going to do a little work on my jelly plate over here and pull a print and then call it good. Okay. Just going to blot a little bit of that. Actually, the paper towel might make an interesting texture, so now I'm going with that. Let's see what we get here. Okay, I'm going to pull a print. I'm going to pull another one. Okay, so, it's okay. It's again, it's all kind of exploratory and experiment, but I could come back in again with a damp brush and I could accentuate some of these areas by activating the paint. See what I get and add more paint if I want when these are dry. This one I lost a lot of contrast. I can see if I can bring some of that back. Okay, it's wet enough on there. I can still move that paint around, probably remove some of it. Okay, so there's things going on there I could work with later on, but the main focus was doing the transparent overlay on the canvas board and finding a compositional structure within that, subtracting paint. And that's it for exploring transparent overlay with open acrylic.